What's up guys, hope you are fine. My name is Arfan and welcome to the part 7 of our project. So here in the portfolio project, today we are going to create this footer. As you can see that's the footer, nice looking footer. We have 4 columns here. As you can see that each column have a different kind of a style. As you can see, the social links is actually looking really nice. I like the design of these social links, and also all these links are looking great, and this design is actually fully responsive. If I go to the inspect and if I decrease the size of our device, as you can see that in the small device it's actually looking nice, not bad. Actually it's looking really nice in our small device. Also, if you notice that in the bottom we will have this copyright text, and that's what we are going to make for our footer section. Hope you guys will like it. Also, if you wanna get some interesting tips and tricks about web design and development, you can follow us on Instagram. The handle is instagram.com/web_CIFAR. Also, if you face any kind of problem with this tutorial, you can join our Facebook community group. We have a great and helpful community and you can post your problem there. So with that saying, let's get started. So that's the footer. As you can see that that's what we are going to make right now. So let's create the footer. And here in our project, in our portfolio project, in the end of our project section, let's create the footer section. So footer, let's get a comment first of all, footer section, and this will be end of footer section, and between that I'll have my HTML for the footer. So let's create a section first of all. So section with the ID of footer, and inside that I will have a div with a class of container, and inside that I will have my footer. And first of all, if you can see that in the end project we will have 4 columns in our footer. So let's create the 4 columns. So here let's say that div with a class of column1, and here I will just say that first of all in the first column we will have a div of logo. So here we will have the logo. So let's get the logo inside my anchor tag. Here let's say that image, and inside this image I have my logo. So this is the light logo.svg. So if you want the logo, you can actually go to the source code. The link will be in the description. You can find all the images in the source code. So here let's say that logo, and after that, after the logo, let's actually create some paragraph. So it will be after the div here. So after the div, let's get a paragraph, and here I will have some text. So let me copy the text and paste it over here. Perfect. And after that we need to go to our second column. So this is the first column. After that, let's go to the div with the class of column2, and here we'll have a heading. So h2 with a class of column heading, and here we'll say that important link. And if you notice that we have actually 3 column heading, as you can see, then all of them actually having a breakpoint after the first word. So after the important we need to break it. Also in the contact info we need to break it after the contact, and social links we need to break it after the social. So that's the style I chose. So let's actually break it here. So after the important, let's actually create a beer tag here. So this will break the line here. So great. So after this h2, let's create some ul. So unordered list, and inside this unordered list we will have a list item, and first list item will be our anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag we will have the link for our all the section. So first of all we will say that home, and also let's actually link the home with the ID of our home section. Let me actually check. If I go to the top, this actually hero section, the first section that we have here. So let's actually do the hero. So now this home is actually linked with this hero section. So we will actually duplicate this, and the second section or the second link will be the about. So we will actually link it with the about section. So the ID is about, and the third one will be the contact, and the link will be also contact. Because I think we need to keep it that link, because right now we don't have any kind of contact page. So we need to keep it like that, because the contact page will be a separate page from all the section that we have in our landing page. So that's why we need to link it later. So let's actually create a to do, and let's say that link the contact page here. So after that, let's actually come back here. So after the contact, we will have project, and we need to link it with the project section that we have here. And after that, we have our testimonial. So testimonial, and the ID of the section is testimonial. So as you can see that in the bottom of our website, we have all the links, and if I click that, if I click home, now we are in the top of our website, means in the home of our website. So the links are working. Now we need to actually style it. Before that, we need to create 2 more columns. So let's actually do it here. So after this column 2, let's create our column number 3. Or what we can do, actually we can duplicate this, because the layout will be same for all of our columns. So this will be the column 3. So let's say that column 3, and here we will say that contact info instead of important links info. And also we will change these links. So the first link that we will have is actually for our mail. So for our email, we will actually, let's say that webcifar@gmail.com, and here we can actually link it with mail to. So let's say that mail to, we can say that webcifar@gmail.com, and after that we need to create a number. So let's actually do a number here. So let's say that that's the number that we have, or test, or what I can do, I can just randomly place any number. And for now, let's actually keep it that link. And after that, we will actually need to create a address. Right now, let's actually say that it will be Chittagong, Bangladesh, and that's it. So we need to we can remove these last 2 items that we have here. We don't need them. So that's for our second column. And if I scroll down, as you can see that in the bottom corner here, we have our contact info. So the last one, means the last column that we have, that will be for our social links. So let's actually create that. So div with a class of column 4, and here let's say that h2 with a class of column heading, and here let's say that social, and after the social we need to break it, and let's say that links. And after that, let's also create our URL here, and inside that we'll have our link, and in the each of our link we'll have anchor tag, and let's say that FB for Facebook, TW for Twitter, IG for Instagram, and finally LI for LinkedIn. So these are for our social links, and it's looking good. Now we need to style it. So let's actually do the styling, and let's go to our style.css, and down here let's actually create a comment for footer style, and let's style our all the footer. So first of all, let's actually create or select the footer ID that we have, and here we need to change the background color. So we will actually have a dark background color for our footer. So let's actually do that here. So if I do, as you can see that we have this dark background color, and for the color we can use white. Now as you can see that everything is now white, and after that we need to have some padding. So 10 rem in the top, 0 for the right, and 5 for the bottom, and 0 for the left side. So now we have some padding. So after that, let's actually select the actual footer tag that we have here, and let's say that display will be flex, and align items will be center, and also justify content will be center. So we can use flex box here. As you can see that whenever I will use flex box, all the items now are in a row. So perfect. And after that we can actually select each of our items. So if you notice that the first column will have actually a little bit more space comparing all the other column that we have here. So we can say that this one will grow up to 3, and all these 3 columns will grow up to 1. So we can do it with flex. So I just can say that footer, and inside the footer tag we have column 1, and these will actually use flex 3, and all these. So let me duplicate this, means I need to select the second one, and the third and the fourth one will have a column 1. So if I do that, if I save, now as you can see that this one actually is having a little bit more space than these other 3. So after that, let's actually go to our, so I think we need to give it flex 2 instead of 1. This, yeah, that's looking good. So the first column will have a flex 3. All the 3 items that we have will have a flex 2. Actually not all the items, the last one means the social icons. It will not need much space because the content that we have in our social icons or social links are not actually not that much bigger. So we can actually scale down the space for social icons. So for that, what I can do, I can remove it from here, and we can say that for the fourth one the flex will be 1. So if I do that, as you can see that the flex is 1 for the fourth one, and for the 2 and for the 3 the flex is 2, and for the first one the flex is 3. So now let's actually style this first column and also style this image. Right now it's quite big actually. So footer, and column 1. Inside that we have our logo, and inside that we have image, and here let's say that the max width will be 100 pixel, and margin bottom will be 2 rem, and also let's say that that's it. I think we don't need anything else. Yeah, that's looking good. And after that, let's also style the paragraph. The color is not correct right now. So footer, column 1, and dot logo, and here we can actually select the paragraph, and let's say that the color will be white. So it's not working because as you can see that that's not inside the logo, it's inside the column 1. So that's looking good. And after that, let's actually style the heading of our column. So footer, column 1, or you can directly get the column heading. So that's a class column heading, and let's say that font family will be the font serif, and if you want you can use a sans serif as a fallback. And after that, let's say that the font size will be 2 rem, and also let's say that margin bottom that we will use actually 2 rem. If I save them, as you can see that we have margin bottom, and also if you want you can actually make it uppercase. So text transform will be the uppercase, and line height, if you also want, make it something like 1.5 m. Yeah, great, it's looking nice. And after that, I think there is a problem. If you notice that we have everything in center, but we don't want everything in center. If you can see that everything will actually level up with the top of our this column. So we need to actually come back to our footer tag here, and if you can see that the alignment is for our center, so we can actually make it flex start, and also the justify should be the flex start, so that everything start from the left side and also start from the top of our column. So now as you can see that everything is starting from the top of our column. That's great. So after the column heading, we can actually go to our footer UL. So footer UL, and from here I just can say the list style will be the none, and after that let's go to our actual li. So footer UL li, and from here, so let me actually come here and say that from here we can say that border radius will be 4 pixel, and that's it. So let's go to our anchor tag first of all. So here let's say that footer and UL li anchor tag. Here let's say that display will be inline block first of all, and also let's say that the width will be 100%, and color will be white, and font size will be 1.7 rem, and color, oh we already said the color. Also let's say that the padding will be 0.5 rem, and if I do now, as you can see that everyone is having an inline block. So we are doing inline block because by default every anchor tag is actually display as a inline, and we want the inline block because in inline what you have actually, you don't actually have the padding in the top and bottom, or the margin in the top and bottom is not correctly respected. So that's why if you want to have a padding or margin all around the item, you need to make sure that you are having an anchor tag inline block. So after that, let's also create some hover effect. Right now we don't have any kind of hover effect, so let's create some hover effect here. So footer and footer UL and li, if I hover any kind of li, I need to change the anchor tag here, and here we need to change the color of our anchor tag. So color will be our primary color. So primary color, yeah. So if I hover one of them, as you can see that the color is changing. It's looking good, but I also want to change the background color. So the background color that we will change it from our li, means I will change the background color in the list item. So let's do that here. Footer UL li, and if I hover the li, I need to change its background color, which will be the white. So if I save now, as you can see that we have our background color, which is looking good. And finally, if I need to sorry, you can see that we have a background color 4x. I don't know why it was happened here, but it should be the border radius 4 pixel. And now as you can see that we have little border radius here, which is looking good. And yeah, so these two columns, the important links and the contact info, are looking good, but right now the social links are not quite well, so we need to style it separately. So footer UL, no, inside the column 4 we need to go to the UL, and here let's say that display will be flex, and flex rep will be rep. Yeah, right now as you can see that everything is now in flex, and we have flex rep. That's why whenever there is not enough space, the item will go to the next row. So that's fine. After that, let's also say that in the footer column 4 UL li anchor tag, mean height, not mean height, mean width will be, so we will keep 50 pixel, and it will give us mean height, it will be mean width. So now as you can see that we have kind of this kind of shape, which is looking good, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's what we have for our social links. As you can see that it's looking really nice. And also we have our anchor tag all the important links and contact info also showing greatly here. So finally, I think I need some gap here. Right now we don't have any kind of gap. So in our footer, we can do a gap here. So gap will be 2 rem. Right now it's looking perfect with this gap. Yeah, perfect. And let's actually check the responsiveness here. And I don't believe it is responsive right now. So yeah, as you can see that it is not having any kind of responsiveness right now. So let's create a media query and do our responsiveness here. So media only screen and max width 768 pixel. So inside this range I need to change the footer column direction, sorry, flex direction column, and also justify content will be center and align items will be center, because right now we want everything in the center, as you can see. So looking great. And what I need actually, I need to grab all the column that we have here. So footer dot column 1, and we need to select 2, 3 and 4, and here I need to say that the width will be 100% and also margin bottom will be 3 rem. Now as you can see that everything is now having a 100% width, and also we need to get the, so it's looking great, as you can see. So also what I need actually, I need to get the last item, means the 4th one. So footer column 4, and also inside the column 4 we need to get the UL, and I need to say that width will be fit content and margin will be 0 and auto. Now as you can see that it's actually in the center, and everything should be in the center also. I think I need to say that text align center here. So text align center. Right now as you can see that everything is not center. Yeah, so we forgot these things. Yeah, it's looking great, as you can see that perfect. If I go to the extra small device, also it's looking good. And if I go to the large device, yeah, it's really perfect. I like it. So the footer is actually quite looking good. And finally we need to create the last thing in our footer, which is this copyright text. So it will be quite simple. So for that, let's go to our HTML, and here I need to create another section. After the footer section, we need to create another section with the ID of copyright. Sorry, it will not work like that. So copyright, and inside that I will have a div with the class of container, and here I will have a paragraph, and let me copy the text for it and paste it here. And if I save, here I should see my text in the bottom. Yeah, it's looking good. And what I need to do now, I need to go to the style and style these copyright things. So also let's create a section for let's get a comment for it. So copyright style, and here let's say that in our copyright I need a padding in the top and bottom. I need 1 rem and 0 for the left and right, and background color will be, sorry, not like that, background color will be here. So we'll have a background color for that, and let me copy the color for it. And so that's the color, as you can see, that dark color that we have here. We need to change the color for the paragraph inside this copyright. So copyright paragraph will be the color of white, and also the margin will be 1.4 rem, and not 1.4 M, 1 RAM will be good, and font size will be 1.4 M. And if I save, now as you can see that it's looking quite well. So also let's check the responsiveness for it. I think in the mobile device we can actually make it center, so it will look good. So media only screen and max width 768 pixel, and let's say that copyright paragraph text alignment will be the center, and if I save, I should see the text in the center. Yeah, that's looking great. Now we have a perfect copyright section, as you can see. So these are the HTML for this, and it's looking great actually. So that's it for our footer. I hope you guys like the style. So that's it guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also, if you want to watch more video like this one, please subscribe the channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I will upload my next video. So my name is Arfan and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.